and welcome to Great Day Houston. Before school lets out for the Thanksgiving break, we want to say thank you to the next Randalls Red Apple Award winner. It goes to Paulina Garcia, who is teaching at James Bowie Middle School in Fort Bend ISD. Before we surprise her live in her classroom, let's find out what makes her so extra special from the person who nominated her. Let's just say he understands how hard she works even after the school bell rings at the end of the day. Rick, a lot of people will meet their spouses while they have already started their career. You met your spouse before she even started her career, but never any doubt that she wanted to be a teacher.
That's right. So we met in '94 at Stephen F. Austin. She was a house manager at the theater department, and I was there volunteering. So early on, she was
your boss.
She was my
and
boss.
Probably still your boss, right?
Yeah. So, but I always knew back then she was in education. She had a passion for it. I could tell she had a passion for it. And it's like nothing I've ever seen before. And it's a genuine love and care for kids and wanting them to read. It was all revolved around reading. When our boys were younger, it was making sure that they had reading time, making sure we're taking them to the library and opening a book, reading a book. Reading is so very important. And
you have a unique perspective for her job because you actually were a teacher for a while as well. Tell us about that story, how you both went to a career fair.
There was a job fair in Fort Bend ISD, and we came. I actually met with one of the department heads at Garcia Middle School. My name got called on the intercom, and my wife heard my name, and she went down. She was like, "I heard you call my husband's name," and she was like, "What do you want with my husband?" And she goes, "Well, we want to offer your husband a job." And she's like, "Well, what do you do?" And she was explaining what she does. She's reading in English, and she goes, "Well, we have a position open," and she sent her back to go meet with the department head. So we got both job offers at the same school the same day. She was in a portable building. My classroom was on the edge of the school, and I could see her portable building, so I could see her coming and going with the kids. And so we'd pass each other in the hall. So, "Hey, Miss Garcia." "Hey, Mr. Garcia."
And we're at a school named Garcia
we're
at the time.
We're at a school named Garcia Middle School, so everybody thought we owned the school. The school was named after us, so we just went with it. So it was a lot of fun.
You also have another perspective, having served on the school board as
Right.
well. And so you know what it takes to have recognize a dedicated teacher. And I think just the fact that most teachers decide to do it, that's dedication in itself. But when you go above and beyond, and you were talking about how you watched her with your sons, but she treats her students just like she would your sons.
I think the thing that really did it for me is, I guess, when I nominated her, my son was playing football and going to games. Kids recognize her all the time, but we couldn't walk 2 or 3 feet without kids coming up to her. "Hey, Miss Garcia. Hey, Miss Garcia. How you doing? Hey, Miss Garcia. Can you come to my?" She gets kids asking her to come to her dance. They just had a dance, but we just had a dance. Just realizing that means something. It's an impact.
She's more than a teacher. She's more like family in a way too.
My son just graduated. He's now at Houston Christian University, and they did a senior walk. My wife's in the halls, and she's waiting for Christian to come by, and then so many kids are stopping to give Miss Garcia a hug, and they're going by to make an effort to stop by her class, go by and visit her. I graduated, or they come by after, and the kids come by. And this is incredible,
And that's why more than 20 years later, she still comes back.
That's right.
All right, we're going to go in our classroom and we're going to surprise her. All right,
let's do it.
All right, okay. Oh, she's going to be mad at you. All right, yeah.
She does not like to be the center of attention.
You've been able to keep the secret. Okay, all right, let's go do it. Hi. Is there a Paulina in this classroom somewhere? Yes, hello there. Let me walk over here. Paulina, I'm Deborah Duncan with Great Day Houston, and you are the winner of the Randalls Red Apple Award.
Oh my goodness! Thank you! I'm so excited!
You were nominated by somebody who said, partly I'm nominating her because she's such an amazing teacher, but I also want to nominate her because she never wants to be the center of attention.
That is so true. This is too much for me right now.
And of course, you recognize your husband right over here.
Yes, I love.
And then, let me get your principal, Mr. Yelvington. Come on around here.
I'm so shocked. This is so surprising.
All right, Mr. Yelvington, as we know, we talked about a little bit earlier, for anyone to say, "I want to be a teacher," is such a gift to any community. But what makes Ms. Garcia above and beyond?
She, embodies our mission of just caring for kids, being a servant leader to them, making sure she knows all of her students. She advocates for them. I'll catch her walking down the hallway and she'll say, I just love these kids. It truly comes from her heart, reaches them. Great transition from elementary to middle school, and she takes care of them really well.
First of all, extra blessings for going to middle school.
Exactly where I need to be. I love 6th grade.
What made you decide to become a teacher?
I always wanted to be a teacher. I played teacher when I was little. My neighbors were twins, and I was always their teacher. And my mom happened to go to like a garage sale and saw these student desks, and she purchased them for me. So the boys would sit in their desks, and I was their teacher, and I loved it.
Well, what do you want for Christmas? I'd like some student desks so that I can play teacher a lot better. All right, we have Christy Lotta here from Randalls.
Mrs. Garcia, we are so excited on behalf of Randalls to present you with the Randalls Red Apple Award.
Thank you.
Yay! You definitely found your calling. You are in the right place, and we've heard so many stories about how much you go above and beyond. And so we want to give you an apple that never spoils as part of that award. It's heavy.
It really is.
And then,
nice.
in addition to that, $350 for your classroom.
Oh my gosh, guys! How exciting! Y'all gonna help me shop?
All right. So your husband said.
Congratulations.
Your husband said she's going to be so mad at me. All right, come over here. All right, yeah. Right.
Thank you, love.
But it's the good kind of mad.
Yeah, absolutely. I will. I don't even know what to say. This is just shocking. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, before the Thanksgiving break, let us say thank you for what you do. We know it's not easy, and we know that after that school bell rings, as your husband said, the work is not over for you because you're constantly thinking about your own 2 kids and your kids in your classroom.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Thank you, all of you, for being here.
Something to be thankful for. And what's one of your favorite things about Miss Garcia?
She's so kind. I have her for 2 of my classes, ELA and Literacy. She's super kind. She always is helping around the class. She doesn't really get strict. She's always super sweet to us.
She's just really nice, and like Georgia said, she always helps around when she can. She's just a really nice teacher.
If you know an outstanding educator like Mrs. Garcia and would like to nominate them, go to khou.com/Red Apple Award, and we might just crash their class to surprise them as well.